Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush. And today I have another photo reference creation where I take photos and sort of mash them together into a photo reference I can use to make my collage. In this one I wanted to make motion. I wanted somebody running, and so I added the girl and the dog. But first, you see, I've got to go through my files and choose my background beach scene. And I have pretty extensive files. I like using photo references, and if you want to work on a lot of drawings and art, you need to have some good photo references with good shadows, good light and dark, obvious light direction, not ambiguous light where it's coming from several directions, like inside a house where the windows are shining from different directions. That's hard to create a good, solid, three-dimensional image from. I find outside light is the best. Now, I like this scene. I took it myself in Carmel, I believe. But as you can see, the sky is kind of gray. So I'm going to add a photo filter and blue it up a bit. And I think I'll lighten the sky when I actually work on this piece. See, I brightened the blue so it's not as gray. And when I do it in the collage, I'll make the sky a bit lighter. I could do that on the photo reference, but it would take more time, and I don't think I need to. Now I want to start adding a few little people. I like those right there, the mom and the little kid. That I took at Pismo Beach. And so I'm going to erase all the Pismo from around the mom and the child and place them into this photo where I want them. Because it's a little bit of a background, I want it to break up the lines. You see, whenever you're working with water, you end up with straight lines across your paper. And that is supposed to be an artistic no-no. It causes the audience to follow the line and leave the edge of the paper. You want them to be intrigued enough to stay in the picture. Yeah, I needed more sand. And though this is dark, I think it will work if I can get rid of that rock outcropping there. Right. And even so, I still have to make it a little bit bigger so the sand comes up to the beach. There we go. It's a little better. Now I'm using a mask so that I'm only masking out the parts that I don't want and not erasing them. If you try and erase on a photo with using Photoshop, you end up erasing it permanently. You can't bring it back if you want. Oops, I made a mistake. Yeah, erasing is permanent. You have to start over with a new photo. So I would prefer to use a mask. The mask only blocks it out, and you can bring it back if you took out too much or made a mistake. And now I'm looking for a seagull. I saw a couple that I like. There's some in there. I'll pick one because I don't want the whole gaggle of them. That one up there in the corner, that looks like a likely seagull. So I'm just masking out the sky around it. And putting him in place. I may change where he's sitting later. Now I need my main subject. I want a child running. And a dog too. But let's find a child. So I have whole files of children. That one looks good. I like the red hair. And the light is coming from the right direction. But as I'm working with the light, you can see the people in the background, the little mom and child. That picture I took at Pismo had ambiguous light. It was very cloudy and she doesn't have any light on her at all. I'm going to make my running child a bit bigger so she looks closer up. Get rid of some of the green fringe I've got there. And now I want a dog. I got lots of dogs running, but no, that one looks like he's going to hurt the girl. I want a dog running with the girl, not... No, see, even the lighting is wrong if I turn it. So it's choosing. Now I like that head. This is what I call Frankensteining a picture together, where you like pieces of photos, but not the whole thing. And so you Frankenstein them together. So I'm going to use this head. I have to flip it so it's looking at the girl. Make him smaller and look up. Turn it so he's looking up at the girl, and then use another body. That's the body I want, right there. I'm going to have to flip it because the light is coming from the wrong direction. Not a problem. And I want that shadow. Okay, now I'm going to flip it. Place it right there. Put the head in place. I'm going to have to raise it a little bit. I don't want it to look like the dog's licking her hand. It shouldn't be touching right there. But that's all right. That's kind of what I want. And what I also want is to make them a little bit bigger. Both of them, they're too centered. What happens is things that are too centered become boring. So I'm going to move her over to the side. I'm going to make her bigger, her and the dog, so they're closer to us. That would make them the main subject. And I noticed that the people in the background need more highlight. So I'm going to add light by just drawing it in. It doesn't hurt because, let's face it, they're small, they're rather insignificant. Now, this is how it looks. When I do the collage, I'll make the girl and the dog a little bit bigger. I do hope you've enjoyed watching this photo reference creation. Do give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of content. I sure appreciate everyone who has subscribed. And come again and see what I do next week. Bye, everyone. Have a good week.